Connected Canadians. Connecting older adults with technology, training, and support.
My name is Annie Beamish, and I'm currently a tech mentor for Connected Canadians. And I used to work as a server, bartender. I was working at a restaurant, really liking it. I was busy. I was active. I had actually recently shifted. I used to be the director of events at a co-working company, which I really liked, but I had no flexibility with my schedule. So I went back to serving. For me, I liked the flexibility of my schedule, even though I did work a lot. I liked the team. I liked the fast pace. I've always liked food and wine. I enjoy talking to people. I like that every shift is kind of unexpected. You really become family with your team. So that's what I was doing pre-COVID, and then stopped working, obviously, for the first wave. So I have since gone back to work for a bit, but it then since closed again. I also used to be a nanny for many years. So I worked with young children. I also used to work at at Palisades Retirement Home, actually serving, like way back in the day in high school. That was like an after school job in conjunction with tutoring. So it kind of, when I read about what you guys were doing, just sort of seemed to kind of check all my boxes for what I find important to me, teaching, engaging with the community. And I thought it would be rewarding, and it has been. But I started back to work in about August. And it was just, I'm a very busy, active person, which is why serving has always worked for me. I was really happy to be back to the grind and like seeing my work friends and like talking to people. And so with this second wave, this has actually been really helpful, this job, because it's allowed me to still be doing something to feel productive. I would say I did learn a lot of new stuff. And I would say I probably downplay, like I consider myself not super technological, but I think I actually do have more knowledge. Coming into it and doing the training made me feel like, okay, you actually know a little bit more than you've been giving yourself credit for. But there's definitely a lot to learn. I mean, even with Zoom, I never had used it before. Definitely things like the team viewer and accessing somebody else's laptop. I had never done that before. I found that really helpful. I enjoyed the training quite a bit. I liked the team of people. It was kind of cool too, to just come on there when I'm not seeing anyone else, and to come on there and feel like, I've gotten to know Corey a bit, or Kristalina or Ramel. And it was just nice doing those training sessions. I've really enjoyed working with is Jesse. I think that he's super approachable, and in general, I would say everybody is, and that made the experience quite enjoyable, because, people say, oh, there's no stupid questions, but really nobody ever made me feel like an idiot when I thought I was asking something that like seemed pretty straightforward. I actually really liked all the training. I would say in general, the training was like amazing. I have no complaints. I definitely have a favorite client who happens to be my first client. She's 93. She's lived in her house for 67 years that her husband built in Ottawa. She's just really lovely to talk to. I feel like I'm brightening up her day when I speak with her. And that is just such a rewarding feeling too, to feel like she looks forward to our calls and to chatting with me. But I just think it's so amazing at 93 years old to want to learn. Like, what did we do 2 days ago or yesterday? We went onto her church's website and found some of the online sermons and services. And she was saying that's something that she's missed. And I think, especially within that community, the fact that they can't go to their 1 day a week church service is kind of sad. And so it felt nice that I was like, she's like, there's my priest on YouTube. And so I've really, really enjoyed her. And I look forward to our calls, and I hope she does too. Actually, this morning I spoke with a woman who she's going to be part of the Zoom workshop on Monday, and she just didn't feel comfortable with Zoom and like being on a Zoom call with many, many people. So we walked through that today, which was great. And she was more knowledgeable than she thought. She said at the end, like, thank you so much. This has been so amazing for me. I was feeling uncomfortable about this workshop, but I really want to learn. And my friends are on Zoom. She just said at the end, she was like, I sometimes struggle with anxiety and depression. And that's obviously been so much worse. She's like, usually I'll get out, I'll go do things in my neighborhood. And she can't do that right now. So at the end of the call, she just said, like, basically made her day, and she is looking forward to the workshop. And especially with COVID, it's just really highlighted how isolated some people are. I guess I didn't realize that the knowledge that I do have, like, actually with technology can really help this other group of people. And so it's something that I'd like to continue.